Yo, what's up guys, you're back with your man TechNick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. Now today it's all about the latest tech once again, as I have two of the most recent phones up for grabs right here. On the left we have the Lenovo Z6. This is the vanilla edition that comes with a Snapdragon 730 chipset and 120Hz refresh rate panel. This is $260, around 18,000 rupees, and it is the latest mid-range chipset of 2019. Then on the right we have the Vivo IQOO Neo. This is pretty much a dumbed down version of the original IQOO, because it comes with a Snapdragon 845 chipset. It is a newer one of the two, and it'll be really interesting to see how this compares with the Lenovo Z6's Snapdragon 730 chip, since that is a mid-range 2019 chip and this is a flagship 2018 chip. To make things as even as possible, I have turned off all of the animations in developer options on both of the devices over here, and because we're going to be using my little fingers over here, I'm pairing my GoPro footage at the bottom left corner, so keep an eye on that. Guys, these are both monsters to say the least, and without further ado, let's go! Okay guys, so we're going to start with the boot over here. We have round 0, round 1 and round 2. Keep an eye at the GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner over there, and then at the top of the phones you'll see the phone that takes that point over there. So now the Lenovo got the first point for booting up the phone. Now we're going to go ahead and refresh app icons in going into the phone for the first time, and the Vivo took the point over there. So now they're both matched in round 0 over here, 1 point apiece. Now we're going to go ahead and test out the optical sensors on both of these. Now I do expect Vivo's to be better since it has been around for longer. Vivo were pretty much the first in the game with in-display fingerprint sensors, and as you guys can see, Vivo took it over there, but I did not allocate a point, as I will only allocate a point after 3 consistent or consecutive wins for the fingerprint sensor test. So they just took the second one there and then going ahead and making it 3 for 3 over here. You guys can see that they were allocated a point for round 0, making it 2 points against the 1 point on the Lenovo Z6. Now we're going to test out facial recognition over here, just double tapping and instantly going straight into the phone, completely bypassing the lock screen. The Neo took both 2 turns over there, and if they make it a third time lucky over here, then they will, and they do indeed, get a third point for round 0, finishing up round 0 with a strong lead. Now we're going to go ahead and do round 1, so we're going to go from camera all the way to PUBG, and the IQOO Neo took the first point over there when opening up camera, as well as flipping it there too. So the Z6 is falling behind here once again, since the IQOO Neo then took it again with the third point there too, and the same is the case for when we open up gallery and opening up a photo as well. Now guys, I just wanted to mention that I am not going to be speaking about every single individual point as we do go through here, so I have some other things to chat to you guys about, and you guys can clearly see the rounds and the scores on either side of the devices. GoPro footage bottom left corner, and the winner of each individual app opening at the top over there. I'll also be posting a total score at the end and give my thoughts on that. Well, I just wanted to speak to you guys while you're here. What do you guys think of the graphics? I have been trying really hard to use green screen and try and make things a little bit more visually appealing to the eye, so that my tests, though some of them can be a little bit daunting with the repetitiveness of such speed tests to see which phone does indeed boost faster speeds, I thought I'd try and make things a little bit more interesting and throw in some really cool backgrounds, such as this like bluish purple sky galaxy motion background over here, which I think looks really cool. I have had a few issues with taking out the green screen on the back of the devices, not because of that, but because of the green colors inside the phones on the screen. So you might notice some things like such as Spotify on the screen over there, that the green screen makes it purple or blue respectively, depending on which device it is on there, as you guys can see there. But nevertheless, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this is something that you enjoy looking at, or should I just stick to the basics, plug them on a table and just use a standard still background? Let me know what you guys think. I really am interested in your opinions for my channel, since you guys are helping me grow so much. But like I said, I'm really trying with the whole graphic design thing, and I think it looks pretty cool. Hit me up in the comments down below. Now I also just wanted to speak about these two devices. So these phones both cost $260 each, and that's around 18,000 rupees if you are living in India. These are both the 6 gigs of RAM versions on both of the phones. They're both 128 gigs as well. We have some benefits on the Z6 as opposed to the IQOO Neo, such as a smaller chin at the bottom over there, slightly better camera setup. But if you guys are looking for performance, there's dedicated gaming mode inside the IQOO Neo, and for the same price you guys can clearly see it is absolutely smashing the Lenovo Z6 out the water. I do indeed think that the solution for mid-range phones any year that you are selling them in is to use the flagship chipset from the previous year, and that is exactly what Vivo have done with the IQOO Neo. They've made it around $100 or maybe 10,000 rupees cheaper than the Vivo IQOO, and then just replaced the Snapdragon 855 chipset for the Snapdragon 845. They did some other cuts around, but they made it a lot cheaper just for a slightly less performing chipset. And if you guys are looking at like the Kirin 980 chipset seen in the Huawei and Honor phones, we're looking at around for Antutu bench scores at about 270,000, and that's with performance mode off. With performance mode on goes to up to about 300k. With the Snapdragon 845 though, without performance mode or any mode on, it can hit almost 300k on the IQOO Neo, which is really impressive considering the fact that this phone is paired with a 10nm chipset. The Lenovo Z6's Snapdragon 730 chipset is actually an 8nm chipset, which is really awesome for battery life. And talking about battery life, the IQOO Neo also has a 4500 mAh battery as opposed to the Z6's 4000 mAh battery, though the scores should be pretty similar because of the 10nm architecture on the Vivo IQOO Neo as opposed to the 8nm architecture on the Lenovo Z6. So guys, we have continued to go through into round 2 over here, and as you can see that Lenovo are actually doing some wonders over here, and they have gone beyond over here and knocked the Vivo IQOO Neo out the water with reopening apps over here. So far though, that one was a tie, but if you look at round 1 over there, the IQOO Neo absolutely knocked out the Z6 with way more than double the score there, as well as round 0. And now going into round 2 over here, you guys can see that things are now finally even. The IQOO Neo has come back up and decided to show Lenovo who is indeed boss. And going into YouTube over here, the IQOO Neo tends to go ahead and take the point over there, and then Lenovo start knocking back and grab another point, making things even once again. But unfortunately, Lenovo's bad RAM management sinks it down in the water even further, as the IQOO Neo goes 2 points ahead in round 2 here, since it is refreshing their apps a lot quicker because of better RAM management. They are both paired with 6 gigs of RAM over here, guys, but the IQOO Neo seems to be doing a better job at keeping apps open in the background. Now we're going to go into settings over here, guys, and you can see that the Lenovo actually got the point there. For some reason, the IQOO Neo closed the app, and once again with the phone app as well, the IQOO killed the app again, and the IQOO Neo did open up calculator faster, and going into gallery did the same thing again. Both of them seem to have closed camera, but the IQOO Neo opened that up quicker too. Now guys, overall these phones are both absolute champions because of that ridiculously low price tag of $260 or 18,000 rupees respectively. But when looking at raw performance over here, the IQOO Neo is definitely a better buy than the Lenovo Z6 because it has a stronger, beefier Snapdragon 845 chipset in it, and you can clearly see more than double points over here for the final results of both of the phones. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this test as much as I did, going through these phones and testing to see which one is quicker than the other. And until next time, guys, this is TechNick.